clip opens with them talking about the trolley that runs through Main Street USA, and here we are standing in front of another trolley. Thinking about Disney, but particularly Main Street USA, is really important to think about, like, what are the antecedents for something like the Americana or the Grove. Thinking about the architecture of reassurance, or what's produced when you're in that space, and how, if you watch that video, there's this sense in which Main Street USA was already nostalgic when it was produced in 1955. So the news announcer is talking about his grandma and this street being the street of his grandma's dreams. There's also something really important about scale in that video. All of the buildings in Main Street USA are 5/8, and Rick Caruso has famously compared himself to Disney in his concern for scale. He also uses pink lights that he says came from thinking about Disney parks. So I think that, yeah, there's just this sense of creating spaces where you are in a story, you're the star of the story. I think that there's a technology of creating spaces that are kitschy, that are nostalgic, that are quaint, that you know are illusions, and yet you go along with them anyway. Like, in no way are the Americana or Disneyland trying to pass themselves off as real or historic, and yet what they do is evoke an environment where that's something that you can't imagine. Being put in this space of imagination, of freedom, of like freedom to shop, but also, and thinking about how the legacy of that comes from, in terms of Disney, like him using techniques of cinema, him using these techniques of animation that were in 2 dimensions and bringing them to scale, bringing them to placemaking. Now we're gonna watch the next clip, and there is a very special announcer at the same ABC intro to Disney.